Assalamu alaikum. I hate doing sales pitches. This is gonna sound like one, and I don't want to make it like one, but it is what it is because this thing costs money. I've been working on this for the past few weeks, and I finally put it together, and I believe that it's something that you won't find anywhere else online, and it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn, and it's an opportunity to benefit. When you go to the mosque, you hear the khutbah, you hear the imam, you hear the sheikh say something, or even on YouTube, you listen to a lecture on YouTube, you hear something being said. And then you go to college, university, and you go through courses and you get told something else. And now you have a problem. There is this gap between what you heard the sheikh say and what you heard the professor say. And you're wondering, well, what do I do with this? How do I handle this situation? That's what Andalus Book Club is about. I often get asked questions because people ask, how can you be a neuroscientist and at the same time be a faithful Muslim who actually believes in Islam and religious and practicing and all of these things? How can you combine between the two? And one of the ways that some of you have tried to answer that is by, well, can you give me a book list? That's the question I get. Can I get a book list from you? I really would like to see what you read so that maybe I can get answers myself that way. Well, I've taken book lists to another level this way. Instead of giving you a static book list, now you have a living book list. This book list is going to be through Andalus Book Club, through andalusonline.org. The links for all this in the description. You can go in and just check it out. I've put some screenshots of the forum and how it's going to run on my Facebook page. The link for that also is going to be in the description box. And every month, the way I've set it up is that every month I will go through a book with the subscribers. The subscription fee is $9.95 a month. And you will gain access to the forum where you will have me much more engaged and interactive because I'm going to be basically teaching this. I'm going to be the teacher that is moderating this forum and directing the discussion. And my teaching style is Socratic in its nature. My intention behind it is to get you to think, to teach you how to think in a logical, rational, coherent way and be able to work through intellectual challenges and build your faith up in this religion that I believe to be the truth, Islam. La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah is something that I'm more certain about than even my own name, to be honest with you. There's a reason for it. And the reason for it will become clear as we go through these books. So the books I've chosen are not, sometimes they might be at one point, maybe there's going to be a bestseller in there, but they're not chosen because they were bestsellers and many people read them. They're chosen for the specific content that they offer and the way that they will challenge the paradigm that we're operating within so that we can deconstruct it and explain. It's one thing to get the answer to questions, right? You can have questions and it's fine. But it's another thing to understand why you're asking the question you're asking. What are the assumptions that you're operating within? What made you ask that question? To know that, there is power behind that no answer to the question will give you. So instead of being an information provider, just someone who just gives you information, I want to be the one who teaches you how to get the information yourselves. Teach a man to fish, you fed him for a day. Teach him how to fish, you fed him for a lifetime, or a woman. So that's really what this is about. Andalus Book Club is about teaching you how to fish. The link for all of this in the description box. I've posted a couple of more detailed posts on my Facebook page, as well as there is the page about it, the info about the Andalus Book Club and how to subscribe and how to get going on this in andalusonline.org. The links for all of this are in the description box. I hope that this is something that, for those of you who are able to participate in it, that you will gain benefit from it and you will see. And by having a month, by the way, this makes it easy for everybody, regardless of your time zone, where you live, what your schedule is. You can log in at any time. We have a whole month to get through the book, and we're not reading the book together. you are meant to read the book on your own, and then you come into the forum with insights, discussion points, how is this relevant, and I will be bringing along, as part of my teaching strategy for this, is to reference everything back as much as possible whenever it's feasible, really, back to our Islamic tradition, to show how, from an Islamic perspective, we don't really have any problem handling all of this. And more importantly, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Al-hikmatu dalatul mu'min, anna wajadaha fahuwa ahaqqu biha." That wisdom is the lost property of the believer. Wherever you find it, that believer has more right to it. The books that I have in this book list, they're not all written by Muslims. Some maybe, but not all of them. And so we're basically seeking wisdom. We're seeking to fill the gap between the Islamic tradition and this modernity that we're living in. And we're not doing it in a reactionary, this is anti-modernity or anything like that. It's basically to extract what is beneficial, and the things that are false, why are they false, and why are we asking certain questions, and what intellectual paradigm are we living in, and what is our attitude, and how did we develop this attitude towards our religion and towards modernity and all of these things. So those of you who are able to do it, I really hope that you can participate. We're hoping to get as many people as possible, because I would rather have you guys get out of here and not have to rely on me. And that's what I have a problem with. A real teacher is not someone who incapacitates you and makes you totally dependent on them. A real teacher is the one who will set you free. And that is really my humble attempt at trying to set you guys free. So I hope to see you there. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.